Hey, this is Ken from the Information Nation, and I'm bringing you more stuff. That's right, I'm bringing you some more stuff. Hey, this comes from Spectator Health. On e-cigarette safety, The Lancet has decided to shoot the messenger. I think you'll get a real giggle out of this one. Shows you the stupidity of the people who are anti-vaping, anti-e-cigarette. You know, they want you to come off of tobacco, and then they turn around and pull crap like this. So the pushback begins. An anonymous editorial in The Lancet today wields the hatchet at the recent Public Health England report, which says e-cigarettes are around 95% safer than smoking. The Lancet has never been keen on e-cigarettes, and it doesn't like the 95% figure. But rather than come up with a better one, it has chosen to shoot the messenger. The editorial traces the 95% estimate back to a study written by David Nutt and colleagues, whom it describes as a small group of individuals with no pre-specified expertise in tobacco control. This will be news to dyed-in-the-wool anti-smoking campaigners such as Martin Doctrell, who worked at the Action on Smoking and Health until recently, and David Swearson, a long-standing member of the Canadian Non-Smokers' Rights Association. Both were co-authors of the study, as was Dr. Carl Fagerstrom, a world-renowned nicotine scientist who gave his name to the Fagerstrom test, and 8 other authors who also have relevant experience, including Nutt himself, who in 2010 convened a similar panel to rate the hazards of various substances for the study that was published in The Lancet. Nutt's 2010 drug panel included 3 members and one for a one-a-day workshop. His e-cigarette panel included 11 members and met for 2 days, which is a small group. With varying predictability, The Lancet launched into its ad hominem attack on 2 of the 11 authors of the Nutt study. Scroll down a little bit. Here we go. The editorial notes that one of the authors has consulted for a distributor of e-cigarettes, and another has been a consultant to the pharmaceutical industry. Since Big Pharma does not like e-cigarettes, and it sees them as a rival to their own nicotine products, it is debatable whether the second of these competing interests at all. But it is nonetheless there is black and white in the original story, as competing interests always are. The Lancet declared interests of 2 of the out of the 11 authors of the one study cited by Public Health England raises serious questions not only to the conclusions of the PHE report, but also the quality of the agency's peer review process. This risible, whatever the hell it is, attempt to make a mountain out of a molehill suggests that The Lancet is less interested in assessing the scientific evidence than in groping around for anything that might help blacken the PHE report in the eyes of the public. The article goes on. Let's continue. This is the technique the magazine has been perfecting ever since it laid into the now legendary scientific pioneer John Snow, who in the 1850s, when Snow concluded that cholera was spread through the water supply and not, as a medical consensus had it, through the air. The Lancet accused him of being in the pay of polluting industries. That makes absolutely no sense. He's bashing the polluting industries, and they're saying, well, he's being paid by them. And then they were right, but he was. But that did not stop germ theory from being right and miasma theory being wrong. The Lancet finally got around to correcting its notoriously terse obituary of Snow 2 years ago. One might hope that by now the magazine would have learned how to play ball rather than man. You know, you get a device that gets you off of cigarettes, And you would think that these anti-smoking people would be happy. It's a health issue. You've got to get off tobacco. You've got to get off cigarettes. So you get off of cigarettes, and then they complain about how you did it. Oh, vaping is just as bad as cigarettes. Then a report comes out where people have studied this, and they say it's 95% less harmful than tobacco. And they're screaming and hollering again. It begins to ask the question, who's paying them? Are they in the employ of big tobacco? I don't know. But I do know one thing. I'm getting damn sick and tired of this. I am getting damn sick and tired of every time I turn around, you've got some other idiot out there telling me what I can or cannot do in my life. You know, and in this country, in the United States, this is typical of what the Democrats pull when they run out of legitimate arguments. They always attack somebody. I mean, Hillary calls the Republicans terrorists. Obama screws something up and he blames the Republicans. It is an action that has been done for years. And it's been on both sides, don't get me wrong. It's been on both sides. But anyhow, I just thought I'd bring this to your attention. I'll put a link to the article down below in the description. And other than that, this has been my opinion. So, hey, this has been Ken for the Information Nation, bringing you more stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you would. Give us a thumbs up. Pass this video around. A lot of people need to see it. And just remember, in the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun? Have a good day.